Hey everyone, and welcome to the results video of the 2-hour mini contest. In this contest, all the players had to create something themed to one of the seasons, and they had a time limit of 2 hours. We got 19 entries. In this video I will show you all of the entries that were created. I'll start with the one that got the lowest score, and I'll finish by announcing who's the winner of this round. Okay, in 19th place we have the entry from Sordid. Now, I think what Sordid tried was maybe a little bit too ambitious. So first of all, he submitted his entry quite a bit too late, so that's why he got a 1-point penalty. But yeah, other than that, it does look quite unfinished. I do really like this sculpture that he made here with lots of different track pieces. That looks really nice. This is probably autumn themed. Maybe it was supposed to be something for Halloween, not really sure. But yeah, it probably was just a little bit too ambitious for 2 hours. Okay, then we have a tie for 17th place. This entry is from Horror Girl, and Horror Girl created this River Rapids ride. It was supposed to be a cool autumn vibe. Now, there's a few things that probably caused people to score this one a little bit lower. First of all, these River Rapids boats get thrown off these little waterfalls here. And yeah, the tunnel here is no longer visible. So yeah, it actually looks like these boats just phase through the wall here. And then finally here at the end, they somehow climb up the waterfall again. So yeah, probably this could have been improved a little bit. Of course, there was only a 2-hour time limit, so you will see some mistakes in most of these entries. That's just the nature of contest with such a limited time for players to build. Okay, then the next entry is from Banaan Fanat, and he actually made a coaster that travels through all 4 seasons. I think he did these seasons quite nicely. I especially like the autumn vibe here. These 3 colors pretty nice. Also like the foliage below here. And the other seasons, I think they're also done pretty nicely. What I didn't really like, however, is the colors of the coaster. I'm pretty sure Banaan Fanat could have found some colors that would fit this coaster better, or even color the coaster differently in each one of the 4 seasons. That maybe also could have been a good idea. Okay, next entry is from the Cloud QC. He created this triple launch coaster. I think the layout actually is pretty nice. What I didn't really see, however, is what season this is themed after. I think maybe he forgot that part of the contest. So yeah, quite a nice layout, but not really sure what season we're looking at here. Okay, next entry is from Eluton. Eluton came back after not having been in the community for a long time, and he decided to immediately join this mini contest, which is of course pretty nice. Now, he did say he felt a little bit rusty. There's a lot of new things that have been added to the game since he last played in a contest. But I think it was nice for him to experiment with these things once again. So there was this big story about a guy who died in the pond. And yeah, now you see sort of like this ghost merry-go-round here in the water. With some of these ghosts flying around it. I think the 3 colors have a nice autumn vibe to them. That's pretty nice. Although I do think with all the space here, you probably could have added something more interesting here in the other parts of the map to look at. Okay, the next entry is from Matt M. Now we'll zoom out a bit. So this is his version of the Polar Coaster. So we have this huge tower here in the middle. I think it's quite impressive to build something like this in 2 hours. It does look a little bit sloppy in some places. For example, I don't think these supports here on the side should have been there. Probably best to hide those. But yeah, I do think it's quite impressive to build something as huge as this. It's actually quite difficult for me to show everything of this map, since the camera doesn't really cooperate when you build things that are this high. Yeah, I cannot really show you anything higher than this. But yeah, I think it's a pretty impressive entry. Although, once again, I'm not really sure what season we're looking at here. Maybe this is supposed to represent the summer. Okay, next entry is from ATN. ATN created this twister coaster. I actually quite like the landscaping here, and I think these are supposed to be cherry blossom trees, since the coaster is called Cherry Drop. Maybe it would have been good to actually go for trees that were a little bit more pink. I think the magnolia trees would have worked quite well here. But ATN decided to go with white. I don't know, maybe these cherry blossom trees are more white, or maybe it's some different kind of tree you see here. Not really sure. But yeah, this coaster travels underground a lot, pops out at different places. Now, personally, I don't really like when coasters do this, but some people will like it. And that's of course they're right. If it makes them happy to build coasters like this, who am I to say that they shouldn't do it like that? But yeah, I did do quite like the landscaping here in this entry. That's pretty nice. Okay, next entry is from Coaster Rider 120. He created this coaster with the corkscrew track and these LSM launch coaster trains. Now, I think they actually work here quite well. I really like the colors of the train and also the colors of the trees on the map. And the layout of the coaster is also pretty nice. Yeah, I quite enjoyed following the coaster through this layout. It kind of looks like one of those hyper GTX rides from Chance rides. Although one small critique that I have is these tunnels here that were made for the coaster. They are real head choppers and they're probably a little bit too tiny. Okay, next map is from Jan the Man 227. He created this nice autumn map with these cornfields here. So he said this is what cornfields kind of look like in the fall. I'm not gonna argue with that. And we also have some nice trees here in the autumn colors. So lots of gold, orange, red. Yeah, I think that's pretty nice. So quite like this big pumpkin here in the middle. And besides that, it's just filled with some nice little rides. We have this little junior coaster over here. Over here we have this ride that goes through the cornfield. Even a little drop tower here. It does look a little bit glitchy. And also Ferris wheel. So yeah, overall pretty simple but a nice map. Alright, then in 10th place we have the entry from Max Arceus. Max Arceus created this single rail coaster. Travels really fast through this part here. Yeah, the layout, I think it's pretty wonky. But I do really like how it's situated in the landscape here. I quite like how Max did the mountain over here. Also some simple but nice foliage here on the mountain. I think the station for the ride also looks really nice. Nice little statue over here. So yeah, I think Max did quite a nice job decorating this ride. Okay, the next entry is from Levels. Now he made this really nice little landscape here. So it looks like, yeah, it's, it says Spa Wellness here. So it's a wellness center over here. There's this bridge that passes over this river here. Looks like an icy river. Also some tracks over here. Some little huts. Yeah, I think it just looks like a really nice little scene here. And then here in the sky, this is probably the aurora. Yeah, it says Noorderlicht, which is Dutch for Aurora Borealis. Yeah, I think this entry here has a really nice vibe. Yeah, what I would have liked to see here personally is maybe a little bit of movement. Maybe some guests walking around. Maybe even a guest in a boat here, fishing, something like that. I think that would have really brought the entry to life. Alright, then in 8th place we have the entry from Papa Nut. And Papa Nut made this nice little scene here. Some nice wintry landscape. And also has a train passing over this bridge here. And then going back in the station. Yeah, I think it's a really nice little scene. Yeah, nicely decorated. Some nice landscaping over here as well. I think that's done in a pretty nice way. Now over here we have the station for the ride. Now I think the roof does look a little bit messy here in the front. but overall I quite like it. I think he used a nice combination of objects here, especially these objects here on top of the roof. They're one of these Art Deco objects. I think they actually work pretty well here. So yeah, pretty nice entry from Papanet. Okay, next entry is from Wes, and Wes created a little ski resort here, of course in the wintry theme. I think it's really nice. You can see the guests queuing for the chairlift over here. I think it's decorated pretty nicely. I really like the station building that Wes created for this ride. Over here you can see the guests looking around a bit, and then here they supposedly can ski down the hill. Although I don't actually see any guests going down. Maybe because there's no ski ride available. And then over here there's also a nice little building, and once again some more nice decorations as well. I also really love this this vehicle that Wes put here. So yeah, pretty nice entry. Okay, next entry is from Timmy Tuner. Timmy Tuner made this really nice Eurofighter like coaster. Hey, over here's a simple station, then here's the vertical lift hill, and then there's a drop downwards through several inversions. I really like how this loop here travels under the waterfall. And yeah, there's more waterfalls here in the back. I think that's a really nice backdrop for this coaster. Here's another inversion before finally it returns back to the station. Yeah, I think Timmy Tuner did a great job here with the landscaping, especially these waterfalls are really nice. Also foliage around the coaster. I think it's a really nice color combination. And overall, I think the coaster and the landscaping here just look wonderful. Alright, next up is the entry from Manticore 007. He created this wonderful little scene here. Here you can see this really nice looking house. I think Manticore did a great job combining all these different elements into creating such a lovely house here. This tower, I think it looks really nice. Also these windows done in a great way. Also love this ghost flying around the house. And yeah, the decorations next to the house also really nice. Yeah, these trees are in these really nice colors. And it looks like it's themed to Halloween actually. Oh yeah, here you can actually see a guy in front of the house. One candy each, huh, fellows? And looks like these are two kids playing trick or treat. Now these pumpkins are also really nicely done. And there's also some more, some other scenes here in the back of the entry. Hang in there. Yeah, this is just a super nice entry from Manticore once again. Always a joy to see his entry when he joins one of them. Alright, then in fourth place we have the entry from Fitwell. Now this may look a little bit weird to you, but it makes sense when you actually rotate the entry. So here I've rotated the entry and then you see the same house in a different season. And now we see the same house in a wintry scene. And this is the house in spring. Yeah, if we keep rotating, you can see the house go through all these different seasons. I already expected we would get an entry that was done like this. And it's really nice to see that Fitwell actually did it. Yeah, you can, it's the same house of course, so you probably copied and pasted. But you can see some decorations, or some other decorations and other stuff in every season. For example, here you can see him spraying the gardens or watering the gardens. There's a little picnic cloth over here. This is in summer. The trees are completely green over here. Then this is in autumn. You can see lots of fallen leaves here on the grass. A little campfire. And then finally here in winter, you can see all these festive lights. Signs saying happy holidays. And also lots of snow, of course. Yeah, just a wonderful little entry from Fitwell. Alright, here's the entry from Hobion. Now, Hobion created a wonderful wintry landscape as well. I really like how Hobion did the landscaping here with this beautiful rocky landscape here with this little mountain or hill. And what I really like is that he used a trick to make these cutouts here in the rock, and that works really well. Even put some recolored cacti here to make it look like there's icicles hanging from the roof. And yeah, that's just really creative. Now also a little coaster, of course. Looks like a simple shuttle coaster. Gets not really sure what mode it is in. Powered launch. So it just gets launched here, then travels back up the spike, and then forwards. And yeah, it's pretty simple layout, but I think it looks really nice. I like how it pops out of the rock here in the back, and then out here in the front as well. Also some other rides here. Here we have a little cabin. You can see some guests eating here, having lunch probably. Little snow cups right in the center. And I also really like this maze, which Hobion used another cutout for. That looks really cool. Alright, there's just 2 entries remaining. I will first show both of them, and after that I will reveal which one is the winner of this round. Right, here's the entry from Lurker. Now, a Lurker is known as someone who builds really fast, so this contest was cut out for him. Yeah, he created one of these LSM launch coasters. I think it's a great layout for such a small map. Yeah, he created it in such a way that it actually doesn't look that cramped. Layout's actually pretty nice. You can see the station over here. From there, the coaster just gently dives into this inversion, after which the rest of the layout happens. Yeah, a really nice autumny vibe with these really nice looking tree colors. Landscaping really nicely done, as Lurker usually does in his entries. I really like the way Lurker did this castle here. Just nice little details everywhere. I love how the queue also travels or passes through this little castle here. We even have some birds flying around. Yeah, this is just an amazing entry from Lurker. It really has everything you could expect from him. Right, here's the entry from Madazog. And Madazog also went for a wintry landscape. You can see a nice little market place over here. Also has a nice coaster here out on the outside. I think it looks really nice in this snowy landscape. There's some beautiful buildings as well. I love this big building here. Once again, looks like one of those spa or wellness centers. There's another little ride over here. Yeah, this is just a entry that's really nicely done. I also love these monkeys here in the middle in this hot spring. I believe there's a place in Japan where you can actually see monkeys do that. But yeah, that looks like a nice attraction for the guests. Now, and it's something which I also really like. Well, first off, all these little torii gates here. But also the decoration here on the map edge is just something that which I think works really well here. Yeah, I think this is just a beautiful entry, and all the more impressive that this was also made in just 2 hours. Alright, now it's time to reveal which one of these last 2 entries is the winner of this round. Is it this hot spring in a snowy landscape from Madazalk? Or is it Lurker's Autumny Castle with the LSM launch coaster? And the winner of the mini 2-hour contest is... Madazalk. Now the results were very close. There was only 0.01 point difference between these last 2 entrants. So yeah, either one of them could have really become the winner. One vote definitely could have made the difference. But yeah, in this case, the winner is Madazalk, and it was definitely one of my favorite entries. Now, there were many pretty nice entries. Yeah, I was definitely surprised by the quality of some of these entries. Some players just built pretty fast. So it's always nice to see how much players can do in just 2 hours. And for the players who didn't manage to create something beautiful in 2 hours, I think it's always a good practice to join in a contest like this, just to improve your fast building skills. But yeah, I really enjoyed watching all these entries come in. And I want to thank everybody who joined this contest. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like this video. It will really help out my channel. Let me know in the comments which one of these entries is your favorite. And if you want to see more videos like these, you can always subscribe. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.